Hi, this is Amy Calandrino here with the latest installment of Beyond Your Space Needs. And it's July. A lot of people are taking vacations, maybe have the kids home for the summer. But despite that, there's still a lot of deals going on. I actually gotten one of my properties under contract last week. I've sent out several letters of intent, and things are starting to move again. So last month I went over quarter one reports, and I used CoStar for that. And this month, I'm actually going over Excelligence reports. So here is what it looks like, and I'm going to go through some of these statistics and share what I think would be relevant and most interesting to my clients and referral sources or just other people's in business here in Central Florida. So the unemployment rate is now down to 3.7%, which is down 0.6 percentage points since last May. And that's a good sign. It's showing that people are hiring, and it is decreasing the overall unemployment rate. In office, we have recorded over 93,000 square feet of positive absorption during quarter two 2017, which is good because I'll go over later on the report. Actually, a defense contractor gave up about 75,000 square feet. So the fact that there's still positive absorption with that big of a deal happening is a good thing. So direct vacancies have dropped all the way to 9.8%, and the weighted average asking rent in all classes has increased 4.5% year over year, recording $21.84 per square foot at the close of quarter two 2017. So Class B is leading the charge of all building classes. So remember, there's Class A, B, and C office space, and it recorded a positive 137,000 more than 137,000 square feet and positive absorption. Downtown, there's throughout Central Florida, there's only 3 Class A office buildings that can accommodate a user larger than 50,000 square feet. That's the typical problem that we have here in Orlando. There's just not enough square footage in Class A to attract those really big users. A lot of the issues are the floor plates in some of the buildings downtown. There's just a number of different issues, but there's only 3 buildings right now that in Class A that can accommodate more than 50,000 square foot user. So overall, Altamont is continuing to do poorly. Vacancy rate is at 21.9%. And as you know, there's supply and demand, and when there is an abundant supply and there isn't as much demand, and it tends to affect prices in a negative way. So and this has been in both on sales and in leasing. And again, that's 21.9%. Northwest Orange County near Apopka, it's at 3.1% vacancy rate. And the Orlando Central Park, that's down near where Rio Grande and Lancaster and such is, that's at 20.1%. So with the most amount of Class A and Class B space is both at 27%. So that area is not doing well when it comes to Class A and Class B space. Now, surprisingly, if you look at Class C product, there's only a 3.1% vacancy rate. If you go down to Southwest Orange County, you have 5.7%. In Winter Park, 4.8%. So, and Winter Park, actually, where my office is, the lease rates have gone up significantly. So here we go into see Orlando by class over the last few quarters. So you can see that vacancy rate is continuing to go down, and that has a direct correlation to what the lease rates are. So if we go into the Central Business District, asking rent, the direct weighted average asking rents is almost $27. In Winter Park, it's over $32. The largest is transactions So you can see this heat map here of all the different transactions. Lake Mary had two 30,000 square foot transactions and one 19,000 square foot transaction. So it was very busy in that area. So there's a lot more information in this. If you want a copy of the report, I'd be happy to share it with you. If you have any specific questions about any of the terminology I went over, I'd be happy to go over that with you. But thanks again for tuning in, and keep me in mind if you have any questions that you'd like me to cover during any of these segments.